So it's officially, y'all, been 1 week since I got my hands on my first ever Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra, and this is coming from somebody that is a daily iPad Pro user. And if I'm being real with y'all, the Tab S8 Ultra is perfect. Well, it's almost perfect. Let me explain what I mean. What up, squad? CKid here, y'all. And yes, it's been 1 week since I picked up my first ever Galaxy tablet, and I figured the perfect time to buy is right now. And if I'm gonna do it, then I might as well go big or go home. So that's what I end up doing. And it's a lot that we need to actually talk about in this video. But before we actually get into all of that, man, y'all already know the rules by now. Comment down below how many likes is on this video at the time you guys are watching it. And let's go ahead and run it up. Let's get it. All right, so the Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra, y'all, is a really good tablet, and there's really only one thing or one mistake that I made, and that is I bought the larger tablet, the Tab S8 Ultra, over the Tab S8 Plus. Now, if I'm being real with you guys, the point of having a tablet in my eyes is just to be more portable than carrying something like a laptop around, right? And with the size of the S8 Ultra here, this being 14.6 inches, honestly, y'all, is massive, and it's just too big for a quote-unquote tablet, if that makes sense. Now, I feel like the size of the S8 Plus is like the perfect size because you're still getting all of the sauce of the screen quality from this one right here. You're also getting great battery life and all of that we're gonna get into here in a second without the ramifications of just lugging around a large machine like this one right here. Now, that's not to say that this is not a tablet made for someone out there, because it definitely is. So let's say you guys are someone out there, right? And you may not actually have a tablet to be able to travel with. Then in that scenario, this is the perfect product to scoop up along with this keyboard right here, because when you guys have it in laptop mode, which is what I'm actually calling it, it truly feels like I'm on my laptop that I use literally every day for editing my content for you guys. And then when I actually switch it over to Samsung DeX on here, then to be honest, y'all, it's game changing, and it's like it's no longer even a tablet anymore. It's a full out laptop at that point. So this is nothing on Samsung's part, but as a person who went over the hill first, tested out the big boy for you guys, I honestly do enjoy the size for content consumption, but for carrying it around, y'all, I feel like it's just not the most enjoyable experience. And I feel like for me personally, and probably most people out there, the Tab S8 Plus is the sweet spot. Trust me. So let's go ahead and talk about the cameras here for a little bit. Now, I will forever stand by what I'm actually about to say. I don't honestly see a point of having rear-facing cameras on a tablet. I've yet to actually see a tablet with great camera quality, which is why I don't personally use them, and I just use my smartphone for something like that. Now, when it actually comes to the front-facing camera, though, now this one, y'all, is cool, as it's good for things like Google Duo calls, Zoom calls, and all of that, which is the main purpose of which I would use it for, is to attend meetings and things like that. Now, for some people, they felt some type of way about the camera cut out here being on the front, and to be honest with y'all, man, the notch is not that big of a deal, and it really didn't bother me that much, and it really never has. Now, that could actually be because I'm primarily an iPhone user, but I still think even without being an iPhone user, the notch actually won't bother you either. Now, this next thing that I've experienced with this tablet, y'all, and that is with the sensor right here on the front, is actually really good. Now, when I'm actually on my S22 Ultra, like I mentioned in my previous video that I just dropped on you guys yesterday, that the sensor in this phone right here is really not made for brown skinned people like myself in darker situations, and it really doesn't work all that well, and I just have to resort to using my fingerprint sensor. But on the Tab S8 Ultra, the sensor works pretty good and solid, and I haven't really had any issues with it. And also, just real quick, y'all, the fingerprint sensor is on point as well. Now, I tend to actually use that more often than the facial recognition, just because it's a whole lot easier to just kind of boom, put it there and you're good to go. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the build quality here for a little bit and just kind of how well that's been going for me. So since I've had this, y'all, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've always had my keyboard case on here every day, and I literally only took it out for the purposes of this video right here. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys, man, I'm actually in love with this whole case, keyboard, whole conglomerate type of thing right here. Now, I know it seems like a lot, but honestly, y'all, by having this on here, y'all, I haven't had any single scratches on here at all. It's actually been pretty doable for the most part. Now, I'm pretty safe when it comes to my tech products, so I don't just throw my stuff around and bang it all up or anything like that. I did drop this bad boy one time on a hard surface, and when it hit the ground, you ever like drop something and it hits the ground and like your heart just jump out of your chest? Yeah, that happened to me in that moment. So I thought it was over. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I thought the screen was gonna crack and all of that, but it held up actually pretty good. Now, I did buy this screen protector here that I highly recommend you guys get from the SamsungNest.com, because It could have been all bad if I didn't have this bad boy on here and when I dropped my tablet and I didn't have a screen protector on it. But honestly, y'all, they're not that expensive for you guys to pick up, so I recommend you guys scoop up one, and I'll have a direct link for you guys down in the description section below. Highly recommend you guys scoop up the screen protector for this one, and it fits like perfectly on here. Almost, y'all didn't even realize it was one even on here. I guarantee you didn't until I just told you. Now you're gonna be looking for it. But go scoop you up one down in the description section below. Now this next thing, y'all, is the massive 14.6-inch display. Now the display on this tablet, y'all, is no doubt the best looking screen on any tablet in the game. You guys can fight me down in the comments if you want to. I dare somebody down there to say the iPad screen is better, because I've used them both, and I can tell you right now it's not. Because when I did my side-by-side test, right, in my previous video, you can see that the screen right here on the Tab S8 Ultra is much more brighter, crispier, and just overall clean looking, y'all. Now, even if you guys are out and about in direct sunlight using that extra brightness setting, the sun reflection, y'all, is no problem at all. Now, it's literally my favorite thing about this tablet, because it actually makes consuming content on it, it's just so fire, y'all, of an experience, except for something like Netflix, which I'll let y'all watch this video that's right up here to find out why that is. But overall, y'all, the screen, y'all, it's so fire and it's a game changer. Now this next thing, man, let's go ahead and talk about the S Pen with it. Now, side note, it's a little secret that I found here that I want to show you guys. Now, if you guys actually own something like the S22 Ultra, then you guys can actually use the same S Pen out of here, and it will actually work right here on your tablet as well. You guys can see me writing on it with the S22 Ultra's pen, and then I can also use the S Pen that actually came with it, and I can also write on it as well, which is actually super dope. So now you really only got to carry around one S Pen, and you don't really have to carry around this one if you already have an S22 Ultra. Just a little known fact. If I actually had to change one thing about the S Pen, it actually would be this little button placement right here on it. I just feels like it should be on the other side here, on more so the flat side. Just feels like it would be more natural that way. Now, it's not necessary, but it would be a nice to have. But the S Pen, y'all, is a good addition to the tablet, man, and yeah, I'm actually enjoying it. Now let's go ahead and talk about the audio quality for a little bit. Now, if let's say you guys are actually using this tablet to edit video footage from, or just listening to music, or just watching a movie, it gets plenty loud. You can just listen for yourself. The Galaxy Watch 4, the floodgates is open cause it's time to explore. I'm knocking down all these doors that you're trying to restore. Well, what's that you're saying? You want me to show and tell more? Well, okay. The watch is amazing to me. Look at it, don't you agree? The head turning 30 degrees. I'm carefree, I'm here, no biggie, giving you all the style and grace. Change the watch face, peep the swag, I walk the slow pace, I walk the slow pace, So after hearing all of that, so if you guys are in an environment where you don't need to actually wear headphones, then I would say these speakers here are plenty loud, and you know, you're good to go. Samsung, y'all, man, I feel like they did a really good job when it comes to this tablet here, so much that I've actually been using it way more than I've been using my iPad Pro. Like, no lie, y'all, I might go back to Apple, or I might low-key just stay on this one. I don't know, y'all. Decisions. Now, let me know, man, which one of you guys rocking with down in the comment section below. See y'all in the next one. Squad.